Arturia just released a brand new plugin called Bus Transient. It's a multi-band transient shaper that'll help you get that punch or control of your transients. So we're gonna check it out. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pull up a beat and throw around a bunch of different things in that beat, see how it sounds. Not sponsored, by the way, did get it sent to me for free, but they have no say on what I can or cannot say in this video. Alright, so here we are on the beat. I did make it on one of my live streams, shameless plug, but let's hear how it sounds. So this beat is not mixed, and upon first listen, it does sound like it's lacking a little bit of punch, you know what I'm saying? So first, let's throw on Bus Transient on the Mixbuss, only because it is called Bus Transient. I feel like it just fits. All right, so here we're on the plugin, and I think the best place to start is let's go through a preset. Let's do bus processing. Let's see. All right, they do have other stuff too. Let's do bus processing, bus punch, and let's hear how it sounds. Let's bypass it real quick, see how it sounds. The difference at least. Okay. So I immediately noticed a reduction in punch. It's way more flat. With the plugin enabled, it has way more energy and it's more dynamic, but it definitely increases the gain. And that can make it seem like it sounds better than it is. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna match it to what it was before. Went minus 2.7 on the output gain, which then when it's bypassed, it will match our stereo out before the plugin, of course, so that the increase in gain doesn't make us think it sounds better. So let's do a quick before and after. This is before, after. Still definitely gives it more energy, makes it more dynamic, and that's just a preset. With a plugin like this, I feel like you wouldn't really go through the presets. You would kind of dial in your own sound accordingly to what you are looking for. Real quick though, I did notice that there's a built-in clipper here, soft clipper or hard clipper, depending on what you want to do. So even if you really push it, it'll never go above whatever you set it to. Even if it does increase the volume, it'll never go above 0 dB because the clipper will just clip it off. All right, so first let's listen to it without it and see what it needs. Okay, so I definitely want that low end to be a little more punchy. And I want those claps and those hi-hats to be a little more punchy as well. First, let's build this down here. Maybe around 120. Make that low end punch. All right, now let's introduce these we want to make super tight. Wait, I think I just messed that up. I think I just did it for this. It's okay. We made these super tight. Get the context of the mix. Now let's go back to the bass because I want more of that sustain too. Round out that bass a little bit. That bass sounds so much better. Before and after. Let's gain match it first. Before and after. Definitely makes it a lot more punchy, a lot more dynamic. Now it's called Bus Transient, but you really can throw it on whatever you want. Let's bring it to just the drums. If there's any things for drums. I like this one a lot. It pretty much just, gets rid of that sustain, makes everything super punchy. That's why it's called groove tightening. It gives it that tight sound because it gets rid of that sustain. If you're looking for that like super punchy drum sound, there you go. Another cool thing about this plugin is if you click this, you can hear exactly what it's adding to your signal. Now, a big thing you can do with this is that, say you have your drums in an audio track or you got a drum loop or something like that. Obviously, this is a bad example because my drums are stemmed out. But let's, for this sake, pretend this is only one drum track. What you could do is you can listen to it. Let's go back to default and say, oh, I really want that clap to be punchy or those hi-hats. And then you can find that exact spot. Right there. And there you go. Now you got your clap hitting way harder. If you want to extend it to those hi-hats too, you can. Now let's throw this on an 808. Now this is going to be an interesting example because that 808 has that transient up front and that sustain. So let's say we just want it to sustain way more instead of just being a... You hear the transient, then you hear the body, but then it drops off. Let's say you want that body to be more present. So now you don't have that drop off after that transient. But say you don't want that. You only want the transient. You just pull the body down. And now where the multi-band comes in handy on a 808, you can isolate it. So say I want that bass to be heavy, but I kind of want like a little higher end transient. Make it sound like it's like a little kick drum layered on top of it. You can do that. So let's make the bass. But add a little. It almost sounds like there's like a little kick drum add on top of it. Now in context. Now, there are a few things I don't like about the plugin. One is that, I have to pull these bars around. I wish they didn't have these bars at all, and I wish I could just click somewhere and it would create that divider. Click somewhere else to create that divider. Resetting it isn't too hard. Double tap it and it'll snap all the way over. But I think it would be so much easier for like, oh, you know what? I want a thing here. Double click and it would pull that over. Definitely a good plugin. Transient shapers are very important. I love using transient shapers. And this one is multi-band, so it definitely gives you more control. I'm sure there's other multi-band transient shapers out there, but the only one I know of besides this one is the Neutron one, which is also the one I have been using before this has come out. Here it is right here. And it does have the ability to just click in your bands that I was talking about the other one. So it does make it a little quicker to use. The main differences are you don't really have too much control over the exact times as you do in Bus Transient. It also has a built-in clipper and you can have tone shaping as well, which also isn't in the Neutron Transient Shaper. And I think the biggest thing about the Bus Transient that has over the Neutron is that in order to get the Neutron Transient Shaper, you have to buy the whole bundle. Whereas Bus Transient, you can get it on its own. My goodness, it just got really bright outside. But anyways, so if you already have the Neutron 5 Transient Shaper, you definitely don't need to pick this up. Yes, this can do a few more things than this, but not enough for you to completely just get a new transient shaper. But if you are in the market for a transient shaper or something like this to add punch and body or control those things in your mixes, definitely recommend checking this one out. Has all the regular things a transient shaper has, is multi-band, and it has a bunch of nice extra additions as well within the plugin itself. But that's me for this one. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know exactly what you think, subscribe for more videos, and be sure to check me out, my social medias and my music and all streaming platforms as well, all linked down below. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
They don't know what it takes for you to chase your dreams. All these sacrifices, don't know what it brings. This just feels so right, yeah. This just feels so right, yeah.